Hey guys, welcome to a bonus episode of Metroid Dread. This is post-commentary because the file size was a little over 2 hours, because we're going for the rest of the items in the game. It's all the leftovers I didn't pick up in the normal playthrough. I was gonna do it on my own time anyway, so I figured I'd record it. So we're here in Hanubia. There's only one thing to grab. I already got the power bombs and blew this open. And Power Bomb also revealed this. But yeah, all you do is store a Shine Spark and boost down, which is kind of cool. And you get more Power Bombs. That's all of Hanubia. I think whatever... There was only like one or two other things in the other videos, right? So, closest lift was to Gavarin. So, just go there. 73% to start. There's not too much to pick up here. Now that I'm not playing, I have to remember what I did first. But yeah, definitely don't use this video as like the optimal routing for picking up leftovers, because it's just whatever I missed. But yeah, the green teleport, that's right, that's the first one. There's a door right by it, but it's kind of hidden in a weird way. So this power bomb, we revealed that a long time ago. And this is a door, kind of, I mean, it isn't really that hidden, but you gotta swoop down here to get it. It's a storm missile thing right up here. There you go. Overall, I didn't have to refer to the internet at all for any of this stuff. Like, it's way easier to me than Fusion and Zero Mission. So we're at 80%. I noticed this unmapped thing that's waiting for space jump. We didn't have it at the time. But before that, we actually go to this little water one somewhere in like the central E.M.M.I zone. Remember this screen when I was like, where's Gravity Suit? Yeah, well, just coming back for it now. It's a cross bomb thing. That's 86%. So yeah, like, all these zones are relatively quick. Like, all things considered, I didn't really miss too much. So this is that little space jump thing. It's literally just right there. And that boosts the percentage up to 93. So then it's just scanning the map, and it turns out one of the grapple boxes is in the way, so the only way to get back down to this elevator is through this little alcove. And that's to come down to this water one. Remember this one? But you can't come at it from up top, you have to do it that way. And that's 100% Gavarin. So, since there was a lift right here, we'd go ahead and take it. I think it goes back to Arteria, right? Or no, never mind. It's the water one, Berenia. This one is a doozy, but we don't do it all on this trip because I was just kind of seeing what I could find, you know? I also did learn from the internet that this is like the big sequence break part if you're playing from the beginning. But yeah, remember this missile in the water that's like right near this elevator? So no need to even cut it out. Most of the 2 hours was just looking at the map and trying to figure out how to get places. So there's that one. Boosted up the percentage a bit, 82%. And then, oh yes, the Scion Teleport. Remember this missile box way back? We have yet to be in this teleporter. And what's interesting is now that I've gone to see Raven Peak, these are all linked to any color that you want. So even though this is Scion, it goes to Ferenia, and that's what I'm gonna do because we have yet to take it. But if I wanted to, I could go to yellow or orange from here, because they're all just connected now. I don't know if it's because I went to Ido Rash or however you say it, or something else triggered that. This place is the one that we need the most items in, and it's pretty tough. But I think on a second playthrough, I could definitely do this stuff way better. So yeah, really this teleport is just for the missile and to get back to the main zone out here. Remember this little alcove with the power bomb block? Which is good though, because 35%. And, yeah, we need a lot here. And I know the frozen area. Oh yeah, this is the time where I go do the speed booster ones. Remember at whatever episode that was, I was like, yeah, these are too hard, I'm just gonna give up on it. They're really not hard. It's just seeing how Speed Booster works in this particular game. Took a few tries. A lot of these Speed Booster ones I took anywhere from like 2 to 8 minutes trying to get it. This one was only like 2 minutes. Oh yeah, this is a failed attempt. I once again tried to do the Shine Spark thing. That's not how you do it. So instead, you slide, run, charge it up here, and then there's actually probably multiple ways to do it, but if you're quick enough, you could just screw attack your way over there. So now the other one that's right on the other side of the door, this one took like 2 minutes of failure. So what I do, charge, wave beam, go up, and then you have to press B and Y in midair to do the midair sparks. I don't know, that's just the only luck I've had. Because if you don't press fire, you don't spark in midair. It's weird, but I found it to be a reliable way of doing it. So that's 50%. And I think after some studying, I realized something was blinking. So I don't believe I cut anything here. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm going back to the big E.M.M.I room. Yeah, remember this thing? There's a power bomb in the ceiling that requires power bombs to get. So, that's what we're doing. It took me a bit, because I was like, dude, can you lay it in midair? But no, power bombs wreck the whole screen, so just plop one down and it's yours. Sorry, it's going to be kind of play-by-play commentary this time a little bit. There are a few longer sections. That's 57%. Now, where are we? Oh yeah, this little thing. Remember this? You don't need power bombs. You could do this with cross bomb. But power bomb is just a quick and easy way. And this whole section of Arteria, this is ridiculous. 64%. Cool number, but yeah, this whole thing by Space Jump, there's plenty of missile expansions all around it. So there was that one. I forgot that door's sealed, so... But that power bomb I just laid actually helped me out, because look what it revealed. All this stuff. I would have ran right by it with no clue otherwise. And it looks wave beam required. You see how deep that thing is in there? So yeah, it's kind of more the Zero Mission thing, where just blitz through the game as fast as you can, and as soon as you get wave beam and power bombs, then you do your rounds for item cleanup. But as you will see at the end of this video, it's almost like percentage and the file time are two separate categories. Of course, in real life speedruns, 100% is going to be a category. So there we go, that's all the easy stuff. The next one is really hard. It's right at the entrance by the transport. 78%. So right above Space Jump, here's a failed attempt. This is the idea, though. Look at how ridiculous this is. Speed Booster. So what you gotta do, you have just enough space to Speed Booster wall jump off, store it, wave beam, quickly cross bomb, quickly bomb, and hope that you still have it to shine up. It takes a few tries. That was another one of those 7 to 8 minute ones. And so I celebrated when I finally got it, because yeah, that one was the first one I spent a lot of time on, but that wasn't even the toughest one. So that's 85. This one we don't clean up till the bitter end, because there was one thing that I couldn't find for the life of me. So where am I headed? Oh, to the blinking one. Yeah, this one is the obvious one. We've seen it like 100 times, and it kept bugging me. Remember the central power bomb thing? This is all kind of pointless, too. Like, how many power bombs and missiles do you really need? We beat the game without all of it, but, you know, it's just bragging rights, I guess. So, 92%, we left that place. I couldn't find the remaining thing. So I left. We're in Gavrin, heading back to Elune, or however you say it. Remember that offshoot place where we first learned about Ravenbeak? And the X entered the world, too? So it's sitting at 50% item pickups. There's a speed booster thing I could have done on our first trip, And then there's the missile pack that required power bombs. So we're going back for those two things. Here's the missile. So yeah, they could have been way more devilish with the Morph Ball, Speed Boost, Shine Spark stuff, but yeah. That's 75. The Speed Booster one is like at the very bottom of the map. Right here. And this is so easy. I can't believe on the first pass I didn't realize. Just fight the fan to build up a Shine Spark and then go quick. It even gives you a little boost. So yeah, nothing to it, and that's 100% of that little place. So we're moving right along. Next one. Oh yeah, we're back in this one, so get ready. This is where it gets ridiculous. So at first I was lost, and I was just kind of seeing back by Gravity Suit. Those are Power Bomb blocks, which is kind of interesting in a way. And then I remembered there was a Wave Beam thing. Right up to the left. Remember this thing in the wall right there? We noticed it on our first pass through, and this is the exit tunnel for like the huge sequence break for getting Gravity Suit early, apparently. And wait until you see like what you actually have to do, keeping in mind that you don't even have gravity when you're doing it. But anyway, back to the main thing, right where we just were, take the underpass, because remember this thing? This lone power bomb block. And it requires Speed Booster after it. Yeah, the big sequence break, it's one of those Speed Boost, Shine Spark, carry it through multiple screens thing. So that's gonna be tricky to actually pull off in the middle of like a new file. There you go, more power bombs, pointless, but it's there, 88%. So now I was wondering about that, and as it turns out, the green teleport has this little passageway. I can't believe I never bothered to bomb it. Although they do give you bombs pretty late in the game, right? So there's that. Very nice. You might think you're done, but of course you're gonna check. 94%, there's something still here. So yeah, welcome to the crazy one. This one was like 8 minutes 40 seconds that I had to cut out of the video. So as it turns out, it's a speed boost thing to enter this bottom door, which you wouldn't even know if you were sequence breaking, because you wouldn't have power bombs at this point to reveal the door right here. But that's not all. You might just come down here and think, oh, I just need the space jump and I'll get a pickup. Nope. Cut to how you actually do it. It's pretty crazy. Starting from where that thing was, you speed boost, store the Shine Spark, go through, go fast, slide, stick to the wall, boost into the slope, slide, store it again, stick to the wall, boost into the slope, store it again, and then spark one last time. And there you go. Now, keep in mind, if you were doing this for a sequence break, you don't have gravity. So celebrate it again. And this is that little tube that puts you right next to the gravity suit room. But I don't really know at this current moment how you actually get it. If you're Varia Samus right now, because that tube isn't exploded. Like, there's still something more you have to do here to get into that door. But that's not our concern right now. So we are moving on to Arteria, the first phase of the game, and it turns out I missed a real easy one. Remember this big speed booster thing? So I power bombed here because I remembered it's flashing white, first of all, and it turns out speed booster block on the left. So yeah, pretty obvious what you gotta do, because there was the one right up there that was speed booster. So 2 and 1 on this screen. Definitely not one you should ever have to come back for. But yeah, this is just that one lone missile expansion on this screen. That's tempting. So that puts that place at 89%. And there's another blinking white zone. I'm kind of happy I made chicken today and didn't set off the smoke alarms. First time. Oh yeah! Remember this pool? By the time we had the abilities to get it, it was frozen, so I still couldn't get it. So yeah, that one you could probably grab way earlier too. It's 93% now. And now we're just trying to get up to that blinking area. So we just go up to the right, just keep going until you see the map blinking again. These E.M.M.I zones, man, some of them have weird stuff. But now that I've 100%ed it, it's just a matter of like figuring out how to route it. If you were starting from the thing, like to do the least amount of backtracking the way like we know Super Metroid. But yeah, chance luck, screw attack popped open this thing. And even more good luck, it really only took me one try to do it. It's like, alright, well we gotta find somehow to build up speed booster. It's not from above, so it's gotta be from below. And the hope was either a diagonal shine spark, or be able to store it long enough to screw attack up there. So, turns out the screw attack option works, as soon as you get the run. It probably is like barely enough, but yeah, I was excited to see that it just did it. Because that one seemed like it was going to be tough. And that's 96, there's only like one thing left. And it ends up being that one I talked about in one of the previous episodes. Remember the green door? So we have to go up that way. The super missile door. And then it also requires charge beam. And even though I used the power bomb, it's just a regular bomb block. So you can get this at any point once you have supers. And that is that place. Almost done. See, yeah, bomb block, just regular one. So I took the red teleport that was very close to where we just were to the blue one, because I have that option now. We are in Cataracts. So this we know is right by the one I was talking about for a while. The missile expansion that's way up here. Until we had space jump, there's no way to get up here. There probably is, but bomb jumps, right? Although I don't even think we had bombs when we first came through here. Maybe. So that one's pretty easy, but this place was actually a pain because remember the thermal doors? They're not all open. So like the purple and blue teleports are very hard to get from like the right side of it to the left. So this one is an E.M.M.I zone thing. Look for the blue ceiling, it's weird. And it's power bomb, so it's definitely one you have to come back for. And although it looks like cross bomb, I don't think you can actually do it with that. So I routed for, or I opted for speed boost. Same door, slide, charge it, and then just stand on the block and do it. Not too bad, actually. Nothing like the crumble block ones in Zero mission. Or Fusion, for that matter. This is right outside of Kraid. In the lava, there's a missile. Must not have seen the blinking white screen or something when we were first here. 80%, so still like not really there with this one. So, where we got the diffusion beam, you can see a power bomb pickup right below it. I forgot about it until just now. And it actually turns out you do go back to Kraid's room for it. Which you have to come up this way to do. Sit in the lava, and there you go. There's also a morph ball launcher to the left, but it just puts you right here. It's just a maze, so power bomb and be done with it. But yeah, I was tired of setting off my smoke alarm, cooking the chicken that I keep making this past week. So I started to use my toaster oven instead of the main oven, but then that was smelling weird, so I turned it off and ended up using the big oven anyway. It's okay. 85%. So now, right outside of Kraid, below the purple teleport, we can go in this lava that I forgot about. This one, I wasted about 7 minutes trying to figure out. Not all on this screen, but just all together. Oh yeah, I was tired of wasting power bombs for some reason, so I decided to missile to see what it was. And it's speed booster, which you do need to do, but not yet. This is like part 2 of this whole pickup that we're going for. You can't grapple it from here. And it's actually kind of common sense when you look at the map to see what you have to do. So at first I thought it was like maybe an X thing, power bombing that. And I got sidetracked. I was looking for another entrance to the lava, so I came here. Remember the big experiment boss? We didn't have screw attack at the time. There's a missile expansion here. So that's like right after that big boss in the frozen part of the game. That's 90%. That's not what we were doing. I was still looking for another entrance into the lava, but as it turns out, right where that thing is, this door that's sealed the whole time, if you look on the map, it's a wave beam door. Wave beam goes through everything, so just shoot it open and there you go. That's how you get into the other side of the lava. It's like one of those smack your forehead moments when you realize. And then it's straightforward. Now you can yank the thing and then right back where you were, shine spark up, and the thing is yours. I don't think this was the final one, though. I don't think we're at 100% yet. No, 95. What was the other one? I don't even know at the moment. Oh, yeah, this one, right by the transport to Dyron. You need to build up a Shine Spark and keep it, or just a speed boost, not Shine Spark. So wall jump again, still boosting, charge it. Bring it over here where there's speed blocks. And there's the final missile tank. At least in my case, it's the final one. So now it's Dyron. Dyron is at like 55%. That's where we left it. So it took the transport right up ahead. Cut it out a little bit. Yeah, this place kind of sucks too. Just finding all the things. The map is so big and convoluted, it's hard to tell. There was very little stuff blinking white. But this first one is one of those. So right by this lift, after the big lava room, there is a power bomb thingy. And it's... as soon as you get grapple beam, you could do this one. So that's 60%. And then, oh yeah, remember this one? So now we know cross bomb can do it. Not boost ball, but kind of. So I was on the right track when I first discovered that one. 65%, yeah, each one was like 5% in this place. This is part of the big sequence break too, the frozen rooms, but you gotta do it without gravity. So I'll be interested to try that on like a second or third playthrough. 'Cause I don't know. Wait until you see what you gotta do. Keeping in mind, after you pull this one off, you still have to do all that stuff in the watery area. The huge Shine Spark sequence I already did. So this room, it's frozen. We barely explored it. We actually entered it from Gavarin and got a missile expansion before we had gravity and then just left. But there's some speed booster stuff in here. I was just kind of dorking around, thinking about what to do, sniffing it out. This is the big one. That's like the first step in the big speed boost sequence break stuff. For early gravity, anyway. So, the obvious thing, charge up a Shine Spark and just apparently fail. Yeah, the diagonal will do the trick. They need screw attack after all, so yeah. I don't know. See, this is why Super Metroid is so good. Because you can get a lot of the items as you go, which is why the file times are so short in that game, or like the end game times. Whereas I feel like Fusion, definitely Zero Mission, and seemingly this too, It's like you can't really do stuff until you have everything at the end. So yeah, we're getting up here. What you gotta do, this is another like 4 minutes spent trying to do this one. Starting from this mapping station, you have to brave the cold without gravity if you were trying to do it. Store your spark, cling to the wall however you want, boost the slope, and don't wall jump until you're at the apex of the jump, otherwise you won't make it. And then that's how you get this energy part. Remember the dead end when we first got here? So moving on with that, now done. Right where we beat the E.M.M.I in this zone, there's speed booster blocks for a missile tank. They were already revealed because I power bombed out here. Just cut that out. And then this one, so late in the video. How many times did we run past this thing and desperately want it? But yep, can't forget that guy. This is like in the middle chunk here, the green stuff. 85%. The next one has these little grapple things in this uncharted thing. This is the first big room when you first come to Dyron and the power's off. This is the top of the first big room. But obviously with space jump, don't even worry with grapple. Getting closer, 90%, 2 more pickups. So, there was this missile plus tank in the speed booster, right next to it a storm missile box. So that's where we're headed. The storm missile, you gotta watch how you fire the first one. You gotta jump and shoot the top one, otherwise it won't work. And this is actually enough space to store a shine spark for that one. But before that, you want to get what's in here. This one was pretty easy to figure out. Could have power bombed, but I was just, I don't know. Just tired of doing it. So yeah, that's how you do that one. Not too bad. And then the last pickup of this place, for our purposes here, is right outside this room, and there's just barely enough space to store a shine spark. It took me a couple tries though. So I believe I cut a few minutes out. Yeah, so you could tell I was like, how do you trigger it so that you do get enough distance? But there it is, once you have it, remember to jump and shoot while going sideways, otherwise it doesn't seem to do the mid-air one. It's just what I found. That's 100% Dyron, so that is 100% everything except for Ferenia. Ido Trash, Rash doesn't have anything. So that last one ends up being here, right above a storm missile box by this energy recharge, right outside the E.M.M.I zone in Ferenia, below all the frozen rooms. If you use your pulse radar, there's crap on the ceiling. It's very similar to the one we just got. Screw attack on the left. And then power bomb just to see what's going on, but this is actually a cross bomb thing. So you got safe bomb blocks and ones that you have to destroy. You can see that was a cut because I was struggling for a bit. But that's what you do. Cross bomb in midair, quick screw attack, and then yank it before they come back. And then really just however you want to get to that ledge. Power bomb is probably the easiest. And that is the final energy part, which gives you a full row of energy tanks and puts us at 100%. Really tacked up the file time, too. So actually, I went back to Hanubia right before the final boss and saved. And there you go! 7 hours, 34 minutes, 100% items. Now that I know, that could be a much better time. But getting 100% items, even before you get there, the Chozo gallery unlocks. Pretty cool pictures in this thing. And 100% you get the bonus one, which is a mystery. So yeah, take a look at them. All that effort, hide the UI. It's kind of like Ravenbeak and the Toha, was it? The Mawkin and the Toha. So there's him with an E.M.M.I. There's the Mawkin Chozo warriors fighting Kraid, so I was kind of onto something about him looking tortured or whatever. There's the good guy Quiet Robe. I don't know what he's doing with That's experiment Z52 or something crazy. Looks like Toho guys being fed to some monster by the Malkin tribe. I don't really know what's going on here. Yeah, I'm not sure what that one's supposed to be. Or this one, for that matter. It's clearly Raven Peak and some Samus-looking space pirate. There's the E.M.M.I with its little data clearly seeking out the DNA of Samus. That little gold guy out in the storm is pretty cool. And that's the grand finale 100% shot. Just like a homage to all of Metroid. You got Adam Malkovich there on the right. Mother Brain, final phase in the center. Looks like the Metroid Queen on the left. And yeah. It's a pretty cool shot. That would make a good poster or printout. I lingered on it because I don't know why. I was just staring at it. But there you go. So as it turns out, that has no relation to this stuff. So it's just beat it under 4 hours to get the Super Metroid shot and then do the same thing on hard mode. I don't think you need 100%. But there you go. Thanks for watching, you guys. Maybe I'll stream a second playthrough sometime. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care.